Punchboard Media,
where we all
bring something
to the table.
pull up a chair
At punchboardmedia.com.
So more Origins 2019. We are here at B&B Game Studios, and we were talking to Floyd, who is maybe a little stuck right now. Can you even...
Hey, how's it going? It's deep in the water down here.
Well, how about you come up for some air? We can talk about Refuge Refuge Terror from the Deep, if I can even get the name right.
Okay. Woo! How's it going?
It's going. So tell us a little bit about this new Refuge game.
Yeah, so the Refuge Terror from the Deep here is a 3-in-1 game. There's a solo, a co-op, a competitive mode, but it's a nautical deep adventure with a humongous kraken at the end that will stop you and push all the scuba divers to the corner and eventually could devour them into the line.
So this is a sequel to the original Refuge?
Yeah, so it was a sequel to the 2016 A Race for Survival, which was a hit because you are getting a lot of miniatures and you could teach the game in less than a couple minutes, I would say. It's one of those games you just put up and there's no setup, and so you could just race. But the cool part about it was you could build combos, and the combos that you could build were amazing. And that's when we took that idea and then we expanded it for the gamer market, and we really enhanced that version, and we added the solo and then we added the co-op, so you're getting really 3 games in one box.
And just besides the nautical theme, is there any core major changes from what people might know from the original Refuge?
Yeah, so one of the cool changes is this obviously giant kraken head. And what happens is when you walk onto this kraken tile, you pull one of these cards out, and this arrow on the top will show you which way the kraken will go and push all the divers around it. If another character gets in there, it'll push the character even more into a wedge spot right here in the corner. And if you're not careful, you will eventually get the Devour card, which will entirely devour this diver and back into the line. The characters also are now very specific. They have their own character ability, and they feel very different from each other. You have Mags, you have Michael Hill, and Sophie, and they all play very differently. And it's really cool how the dynamics plays in there.
Okay. And you mentioned earlier that there were a lot of artists that work on this. How many artists did you have for this game?
Yeah, so we had 7 artists in this. The world building that we did on this was phenomenal. We took about a month before we started constructing the art and the miniatures. And we've been lucky to work with some of the most famous sculptors too. David Whitaker, who did the Kraken head. David Whitaker is a person who did Lord of the Rings miniatures.
Okay.
And Tom Lishman is the Dark Souls sculptor.
Okay.
For Steamforge. Yeah. So a lot of cool quality on the miniatures. So if you're worried about the quality in the miniatures, it starts with the sculpt itself. So the sculpt that we have would be cool. And we worked a lot with a concept artist too. We just unlocked that character. We wanted them to look really cool and unique, upside down, sideways, not always in the same spot, but almost like they're in the ocean.
And is this coming to Kickstarter?
This is on Kickstarter now.
Okay.
And we are currently at 53,000, trending towards 100,000.
When does the Kickstarter end?
The Kickstarter ends in a couple weeks, so you still have time. So if you haven't backed it yet, please do check out the Kickstarter while it's live. Yeah.
So definitely check out this. Check out the Refuge. I can say from the original game, I absolutely love it. So this is one I'm going to be adding to my collection definitely really soon. So definitely check this out and check out everything else B&B has.
Yep. Thank you for coming. Yeah.
Thank you.